All right, motherfuckers, I'm gonna talk to you about your food. So I posted my story the other day asking people what food is to them, and the overwhelming response is that people use, to them, food is fuel. One thing I wanted to point out is that that's not a very good way to look at food. Like, it can help, but I've got an analogy for you. So, your body is constantly replacing cells. So, let's put an easy number on it. Let's say if your body replaces 1,000 cells a day, every single day. Your body replaces cells completely, 100% solely based off the food that you eat. So if you're eating 80% good food, 20% shitty food, 80% of the cells that your body's creating that day and replacing are good, the other 20% are shit. And that's one of the best ways to think about it. Like, if you're sitting there, you're eating a bunch of McDonald's, you're eating a bunch of chocolate, you're eating a bunch of shit, and 85% of your fucking day, like 85% of the calories in the food that you intake that day were all shitty fucking food, like 0 vegetables, nothing great for you. You're essentially setting yourself an entire day behind from being a healthier person in general, like in the fucking end, which is an insane number. Like, think about that. It's a fucking 1,000 cells of shitty fucking cells. Your body hates you sometimes, but sometimes you need to have that balance, right? One of the best ways to overcome this is, if you really think about where you want to be in a few years, like, you need to set goals. And one of the best kind of goals to set is, like, for like a 2-3 year goal is, like, you want to be substantially healthier, and you want to be at this certain level, and if you're like, I want to be 90% of the person that I can be, well, then you know that overall you need to eat 90% good food for you, because you want 90% of the cells in your body to be fantastic cells. Like, it doesn't matter how much you're exercising and working out. It's like, you can't out-train a really shitty diet. Now, you can meet it down close to the middle, like a 50-50. I did a lot of that last year, but that includes, 2 to 4 hours a day in a gym and unreal dedication, and you have to have a lot of support from everybody around you, because that's a lot of fucking time. But it's not the best way. The best way, and that was one thing that at the time I had no idea, that, like, how far I was setting myself back, and the amount of progress I was missing out on simply because I wasn't eating the good food, or enough good food. It's a problem. So bring it back to, like, the numbers. They say your body replaces every cell in your entire body every 7 to 10 years, and back to the original number, if you're replacing 1,000 cells a day, that's upwards of like 3 million cells that you have to replace. And every time you eat something shitty, that resets those cells. So those cells are reset by 7 to 10 years every single time you eat that shitty food. Now, I'm not telling you don't go treat yourself, because that, is really good for your mind. Everybody needs to have that, be able to let loose sometimes. Like, you still have to live. You enjoy some of the simple things. But what I'm saying is, you really got to think about what you're putting in your body on more than just a fuel aspect. You have to understand that food isn't just fueling your body, it's becoming your body. And that's one of the most important parts about when it comes to your diet and the kind of shit you put in your body. So make better decisions with the food that you eat, and always know that every time you pick up that healthier option, like salad and vegetables and nutrient dense food, that you're doing so much more for your body than just fueling it for the next day. You're providing yourself a better body for the next 7 to 10 years of your life. Think about that.